or patently wrong, no matter how lawful or unlawful or unconstitutional, it must first be obeyed, first and foremost, before triggering processes to set it aside. But what we've heard from members of your side, at least, is that this is not an order from the Supreme Court that you're going to obey, because first they say you have not been served, and then also the Supreme Court lacked jurisdiction on the matter, and they erred in that particular decision. What does the leadership say?
Well, I mean, for us, as we speak now, our position is very simple, that we are unaware of any decision that suspends the communication of the Speaker, that the 4 seats have become vacant, which results in the balance of power in Parliament being altered, where the NDC now becomes the majority caucus and the NPP becomes the minority caucus. The so-called suspension of the decision, like you have said, has not been communicated to the Speaker of Parliament.
Okay.
And the Speaker has not communicated to us. But we're saying that as we sit, we are the majority caucus in Parliament, and we will act as the majority caucus in Parliament. Because we strongly believe that the Supreme Court of Ghana has no jurisdiction to suspend a decision of Parliament. We respect the institution of the Supreme Court, and we expect the institution of the Supreme Court to respect the Constitution, which establishes it. And in this instance, we believe that there has been a woeful failure to respect the Constitution that establishes the court and gives it the powers that it is supposed to have to do the right things.
But the issue
Let's
of
just say,
jurisdiction has been raised, Mr. Ayariga.
Yes,
that
so the issue
Supreme
of
Court
jurisdiction
is clothed with all powers to deal with every matter. How then do
that's
we say
not
that
true.
they do not
It's
have
not true.
jurisdiction
It's
in
not
this?
true that the Supreme Court is clothed with the power to deal with every matter.
Okay.
The Constitution is very clear, and I'm surprised that my respected senior Uncle Sam doesn't appear to have read Article 99 of the Constitution quite closely, the way that I expect him to do. Because I'm holding the Constitution here, and it's written in English, and I expect the viewers to just listen to what it says and then form their own opinion whether the Supreme Court has jurisdiction to entertain the matter that came before them. It says in Article 99(1) that the High Court shall have jurisdiction to hear and determine any question whether a person has been validly elected as a member of Parliament or the seat of a member has become vacant. Now, you see, before you ask, listen carefully.
Not deal with the issue about the vacancy.
Listen carefully. Listen carefully.
Okay.
The Constitution has a structure.
Okay.
Before Article 99 is 98, which deals with emoluments of members. But before 98 is 97, which is the article that is the subject of all these discussions. So you see, the Constitution is structured in a certain way. 99 discusses tenure of office of members and says a member shall vacate his seat in Parliament. He, the member, shall vacate his seat in Parliament. So you yourself are to vacate your seat in Parliament. It doesn't say that a court shall declare a seat of a member having been vacated. It says that a member of Parliament shall vacate his seat in Parliament. So you, the member of Parliament, when you do any of the things in 97.1, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, if you do any of these things, you are to vacate your seat.
So it's the view that you don't need the party to communicate
you don't need the High Court.
the Speaker or anybody.
I heard him say that. I heard him say that. Oh, the Speaker communicated without going to the High Court.
Nobody went to the High Court.
Exactly. He said the Speaker did not go to the High Court to enforce it. And I'm saying that the Constitution doesn't say anybody should go to the High Court. The Constitution says that the MP himself, he should on his own vacate the seat.
But you all watched, they were with you in Parliament. You all watched, and that did not happen.
Listen.
As soon as they filed.
Listen. It is written in English.
Okay.
A member of Parliament shall vacate his seat in Parliament. So you, when you occasion these facts, you are supposed to vacate your seat. Okay?
Okay.
And then, if there is a dispute, in relation to whether or not the facts that occasion the necessity for you to vacate your seat, if there's a dispute about those facts, or whether or not those facts apply to you, then the succeeding clause, which is 99, which comes after 97, now says that the High Court shall have jurisdiction to hear and determine any question whether a person has been validly elected as a member of Parliament or the seat of a member has become vacant. So you are to, on your own, vacate the seat. If you don't vacate your seat, is that okay? And then there is a dispute about it, then you can go to court. And the court that you should go to is the High Court, not the Supreme Court.
So where does...
Are you getting the situation?
Let me just...
So Afenyomakin and his